Hello and welcome to Honestly. I'm Chelsea Toronto.
And I'm Dr. Lindsay.
And welcome. Each week we are so honest you wish we would lie.
Woo.
Yeah. Alrighty, let's do this.
What's been going on today?
Oh my gosh, where do I begin? All right, we're laughing. Why? This week I had a date.
Woo!
I know.
Yay!
Yeah, no, it was a one and done.
Oh, you're not going to do it again?
No.
Oh.
So much has happened since I talked to you.
Yeah,
last.
I know.
No, thank you.
Okay.
Because I'm a perfect person.
Mm-hmm.
I've spent a lot of time alone. And I've done all the work, and just like magically in the last, I don't know, 12, I was like,
since I haven't talked to you 12 hours ago,
since yesterday, what I've decided is there's not going to be a future there.
Okay.
So let's just not go forward.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
The end.
So what changed your mind from like, I just want to have plans to no future?
It never really had a future. I just don't want to mess around. Like, I don't want, what do you want me to dish? Okay. This person talks too much. And this person was the kiss of death. They said, do you know this person? And I was like, yes, I do know that person. That is my neighbor. That is my neighbor that I have known very well for a long time.
It's your neighbor that you, can I say it?
That I spend time with.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I want to be with the guy whose name you're mentioning, not the guy who's mentioning someone else's name.
Mm. So this is the issue. You just need to go outside of our bubble, because he literally, this person you went on a date with knows everyone that you know, went on a date with one of your friends, knows your friends. So, I think the answer is just like,
no, you know what I was thinking?
Out of state.
I think we should use ChatGPT and ask, how do you nicely say thank you, but no thank you, not again?
Thank you, but no thank you, not again.
Kind of.
It was great. Bye.
I'm gonna lead with, I'm not comfortable moving forward with someone who spent time with one of my good friends.
That's a really, really lame excuse.
That's what men use all the time.
No.
Yeah, no, they do. Oh, you slept with my friend. I can't be with you.
Who has ever said that?
Every guy I've ever dated, except my neighbor. I fucking love you for it.
Okay,
Can I just tell you something though? Today is my neighbor and I's anniversary.
That's great. Good for you. Okay, getting back to like the people that like, no, I can't date you because I've dated your friend.
Well, that's what I'm going to say.
When's the last time you dated someone who dated your friend? Yeah, exactly. So like, when did this excuse come up?
No, God, okay. Well, when I did used to date, people used to say that to me.
Feel like
they just said it for me.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm going to say now.
In college?
Oh, post-college in Denver.
I just think that's like literally the worst excuse ever.
Oh, no, it's not a great excuse. What am I supposed to? I just going to say no, thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you. I had a good time. No, thank you.
He actually mentioned that on the date. He's like, how did this go? And I was like, I think it went very well. Mm-hmm. He said, like, again? I said, yeah.
Say no, thank you. I'm not interested in dating right now.
Well, no one said anything. It's just me. I'm going to swoop in and do it right before. So I still have, I don't want to say the upper hand, while I want to beat him to it. He's not going to do it with me. Like, he is eagerly looking forward to the next time we can see each other.
Right. And then the next time he is like, are we doing this?
Oh, no. I'm going to try and say it today.
Oh.
Because I decided today that I was like,
okay.
I don't want to.
You're right. That is a total 180 from just like, well, I can just go out and hang out.
I don't want to hang out.
Okay. Fair enough. But I think we need to workshop a better reason.
Okay. That's why I was going to invite ChatGPT to solve all my problems. I'm excited. Today is my 2-year anniversary with my 2-year fucking anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gosh. It's a lovely, lovely experience.
That's good.
Makes me very happy.
It's so good that you want to add someone else to the roster.
Oh, well, of course. I'm not stupid. Okay. Yeah, no. So I get this text when I'm getting out of the shower, and it says, well, there's two things. It says, how are the oysters? Question mark, because the date I went out on, this gentleman was nice enough to take me to an oyster bar, which he doesn't even eat oysters.
I know.
I'm so fucking annoyed. I'm like, so what? And you don't eat gluten? And you don't eat fish? And I was like, what the fuck are we doing here? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, it's getting sidetracked. Okay, so it says, and I didn't recognize the phone number. So then when I opened up the picture, it is a headless man holding his junk and just like the V shot in the cheesy ass fucking bathroom with his like hand soap and his toothpaste cap open and the brush, and then like the jank ass shower curtain behind him, holding it. And my response was, ew, gross. What the fuck? Who is this? I was like, oh, yeah. He was like, I was like, no, I think it was, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Who is this? Like, question mark, question mark. Like, you should be ashamed of yourself. He's like, Jane or whatever. And they say their name, and then it's like, duh. And I was, what was my response?
And then you're like, have a good day. He said, thumbs up. Have a good day.
The end.
And meanwhile, while this is happening, I am with the guy that sent the photo to Chelsea because he was asking me, like, how did her date go? Is she attracted to the guy? And I was like, no. And he's like, okay, cool. I guess I'm going to go for it. I'm like, yeah, do it. I dare you. I dare you to do it.
I was like,
and he's like, and when you responded like that, he was like, fuck, that was so embarrassing.
Yes, I told you I'm a better person. Now, I didn't know that Lindsay was putting this guy up to it. I just thought this is how this is his icebreaker. I've never heard. Yeah. Okay. Let's back up.
You've never even talked to this person.
I didn't know their name. We've actually never even communicated. It was like through third parties. Like, oh, I understand you're trying to pad up your bench. You want to add some numbers to the roster? Yeah, cool. And I am. However, don't come at me fucking crazy. I am not looking for crazy. I am looking for ass, not crazy. It's my new tagline. Look out. Shut up. So, but when I like screenshot it and sent it to Lindsay, I'm like, oh, she's like, I know, I put him up to it. I was like, oh yeah. Now in that case, I was like, fuck yeah, that's hilarious.
And then I was still with him. I was like, she just sent me a screenshot. And I was like, that's the photo you sent? And I was like, ugh.
I know.
What and he's like, oh my fucking guys, I fucking hate you. Like, and he's laughing.
Well, he had his choice of stock photos because you know it was a stock photo because he's literally in the doctor's office and he sends this junk shot. And I'm like, sir, so you could have sent me a GIF with puppies and a bouquet and I would have been like, come running.
Yeah, so I was just like having so much fun because I was there while he's doing it. I get your reaction at the same time. And then I was like, I'm actually surprised that was your response.
I know. Were you proud of me?
Yeah, I was like, that threw me for a loop. And then I was like, that's funny.
Well, when I kind of was like, oh, I'm not going to do this the way. Well, I don't.
And then I was like, are you feeling rejected? He's like, no, I'm not feeling fucking rejected. I was like, okay.
Well, no, I mean, that's what you lead with. And the fact that it was a stock photo, I'm sorry. Like,
yeah. Get creative. I'm in the room. Do you want a photo? Like,
yeah. Or like, let's take it together. Like, hey, there's just so many other ways. I would have rather have seen your face. And the guy's just like, then like what is that what you lead with?
Like, he was really just trying to shoot a shot like that.
That's how you shoot your shot?
I guess so.
Are you not disappointed?
No, I just think it's really funny.
It is funny.
And he was like, you two, he's like, me and Dory, he's like, you two just like love fucking with me. I was like, it's so fun.
You chose the photo. You had
He chose a photo. Well, and then also on top of this, why he was getting like riled up is because we texted him earlier and we're like, bring us a sweet treat. It's Dory's last day.
No, that's good for him.
We're like, yeah. And so then he shows up with crumble and Dory's like, I don't like crumble. He's like, fuck you.
He had a bad day. That's what we do here. We ruin people's days. Yeah. I mean, like,
oh my god, so it was just like so freaking funny because it was just like one thing on top of the other.
Should we show the photo? Can we show the photo?
I mean, it's really not inappropriate.
It's not. I mean, I've showed more.
I feel like this is I feel like I violated a lot of things, so I feel like maybe I should like leave that one alone.
I mean, like I was legitimately trying to like add him to the thing, but like you came out in a way that I don't necessarily. You could have made different choices.
Yeah, so
that was so fun. We haven't had a time. This happened like 90 minutes ago. Like this is fresh. fresh funny.
Fresh. So that was the big event of the
Oh,
day.
it was a good one. It was a good one at that. Oh,
Yep.
delightful. So last night my roommate came home all drunk, and I make it a point to be asleep before we encounter each other.
Yeah.
He's like, Chelsea, are you ready to be a millionaire? He's like, because it's happening. You can quit your job tomorrow because you're going to be a millionaire. It's just like,
so stupid.
So stupid. He's like, we're going to get paid millions. And he's like, and I'm going to take care of your mom, and the dogs are going to get cataract surgery. And and he's like, you're going to be cared for forever. I was like, can I give Lindsay money too? He's like, yes. He's like, you're going to be a millionaire. You can do anything you want.
You're like,
I was like, that is nice. He's like, why aren't you excited? I was like, because it's not real. And you're drunk. So this morning I was like, what's up, Mr. Millionaire? He's like, yeah, well, with capital gains, it's probably not going to be till May or June. I was like, why'd you come at me like that? He's like, well, it's just so fun to plan. But the point I'm getting at, because I was like, go to sleep thinking about that.
Because you know what? If you hold on to your assets for 12 months or more, then you only pay 15 to 20% taxes instead of your actual tax bracket.
I know. Capital gains. Well, and then they're just going to roll it and do more, whatever they did with it to get there. However, and I was like, but I'll be taking mine, so pay those taxes. So he's like, you want to manifest that, and you want to learn to love, and like, what will you do with it? I gotta tell you, it's real.
What are you gonna do with it?
It's real fucked up. Ready?
Yeah.
You're gonna be really turned off, but you're gonna be excited and happy at the same time.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
No, you're not. Okay. I couldn't, for whatever reason, I don't know, cannabis. I was listening to Sapiens, the book. It's not that. All right. Okay. So I felt compelled. I was getting a little like turned on.
From the Sapiens?
No, I don't know. Maybe the cannabis or whatever. Something was hitting funny. I was feeling tingly between my legs. And the new fucking vibrator I bought, like crapped out on me. Really? And I was like ready to launch that little microphone across the wall. I'm just like, fuck you, dude. I was so mad. Nothing gets me angrier than like mid vibrate. You're like, fuck. So old standby. Anyway, so I'm vibrating to the fact I'm coming. I'm actually coming, and I came very hard to the thought of like us and all of our new friends doing really fucking big activities. One in particular, it was my birthday, and I was picking up everybody. You were kind of in on it. I was picking up everybody in black, long, like Uber blacks. And everybody was kind of getting picked up in like twos. So they weren't rolling in solo. And then I was going to fly us secretly on a private plane, just rent one, and we were going to go to Vegas, but I wasn't going to tell anybody what we were going to do. This is not a dream. This is literally what I'm coming to. I'm like, oh my God, we're going to have a spot.
We have the best spot ever.
We're going to get table service. Bottle service, no drinks, but we're going to buy it. We're going to go dancing. It was so fun. It was such a fun. So, yeah, I came to the thought of my friends and I all having a really good time. It was so fun. I was so bummed that those goddamn capital gains won't happen until next year. Fuck. Because it's got to be exactly 1 year from the date of purchase. Yeah, I know finances when it impacts me positively.
You.
I can give you a text. So yeah, no, that was really fun.
I have been trying to think of when I'm coming. I'm like, I'm getting a new job in October. It's going to pay me 6 figures, and I'm going to get it right now. Like,
all right, is that today. What you're doing when you're coming?
Yeah.
Mine was like, it was like something out of like a movie where it's just like sirens coming out of my mouth. Well, that I just finished reading The American Mermaid.
Oh.
It was okay. But yeah, no, it was a fun time.
That sounds like a fun time.
I haven't. So the trick is I don't need to come thinking about any people, but so much like me and my girlfriend just pantsing around and we went shopping. And then at one point I hired an escort of some sort. And then the other people had to use the other room. This is still in my cum dream. And then I was like, well, if anybody else wants to take a stab at this,
have at it.
The end. It was
yeah. Man, I'm just looking for a new job. I'm so depressed now that my friends are leaving.
Yeah,
and
I bet you are.
I was saying that work yesterday by myself, and I was like, I'm sad. Yeah. Like, I know.
I'm sad for you.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna have to carry that place on my back now to keep people entertained.
Who's going to keep you entertained?
Exactly.
Is what I'm
That's the
concerned
question.
about. I'm more worried about you than them.
Every day I'm like, I'm not liking it here anymore. So anyone who's like looking to hire anyone for anything other than what I'm doing right now, I'm available.
I'm sorry, boo. But when I'm rich, I will.
Okay, thanks. But anyways, I had a dream.
Tell me.
There was a fox in the dream.
Fucking, she's got like magical creatures.
It was
singing song. Okay, go on.
It is kind of like a magical creature because like I don't know who I was with, but we're like going around the neighborhood and like a fox across the street. Be like, oh my God, I think that was a fox. And then the fox like darts across the street again. And we're trying to catch the fox. And I was like, why can't we catch the fox? And the fox like finally gets like closer. And I'm like getting so close to like catching it and petting it. And he like runs away again. And then the next day I was listening to a show and they're talking about foxes again. So I was like, what's the deal with a fox? And like, why am I seeing it? Because it is kind of like a mystical creature and like, clever. I am pretty clever. So
are you taking this as your spirit animal?
I'm taking this as my new spirit animal.
Okay, well, before you do, can I just put this out there?
Yeah.
Someone has already claimed it. But if you want to share it, my mother-in-law.
Well, it can't.
No, that's fine. Yeah, you can.
Can't more people have it?
Sure, no. She used to claim it, and then when she passed away, we saw one.
Oh, well, I'm just saying it's my spirit animal right now, as in like it said that could also stand for like a transition coming up, and I was like, yes, that's the sign that I want.
Well, in that case, yes.
Yes, in that case, yes, that's the only reason why it's my spirit animal. Otherwise, in all other instances, it's a giraffe.
That's right.
So.
So she had just passed. This was a few years ago, and the whole family knew that she was pretty passionate about foxes. I was in King Supers in the parking lot, and there was a little Beanie Baby stuffed animal that's kind of loved and ratty, and it was a fox.
Oh, wow. Can I tell you another fun fact about animals?
You can, especially the ones that sing on your shoulder.
Okay, so there's this contest called the Fat Bear Contest.
It's so stupid.
It's so stupid.
I said, wait, can I just say something? I called stupid. Like she was saying something and it made me laugh, and I was like, "You're so stupid." She's like, "What?" I'm like, "Okay, I don't mean you're stupid."
Like, no.
I'm just like, because she was like, she said something. She's like, and then I fucking came 4 times before 8 a.m. I was like, God damn it, we're in yoga.
Like, oh,
it's like before Shavasana, please.
Like, keep that till after yoga.
I know, it was just so much.
Aggressive.
I know. Right.
Okay, so there's this thing called the Fat Bear Contest, and it takes place in Alaska. And it's a contest. I think there's 10 big grizzly bears.
You're so stupid.
And you guys, it got off to a rough start because one of the bears killed another bear to take out the competition.
So angry. Oh no. Yeah. This is right up your alley on news story.
I know. Yeah. This is my favorite news story I've ever read in my life. So then they name the bears, and they're just like named numbers.
Has he been disqualified?
No, he's still in it. He's still in it to win it. So they have a really short description of the bears that participate. And it's like number 909 learned fishing techniques from her mother and has great social skills. And then 511 has lanky legs. Like not good. And then this one is like Grazer has a cub named Chunk. I'm like, I love the one named Chunk. And then Gully is named after eating seagulls.
Oh,
I know. And then 909 commonly seen catching salmon and known for practicing self-care. So that's my girl right there, 909. And also because my favorate number is 9. My birthday's on the 9. So I'm cheering for 909 in the Fat Bear Contest.
When do they announce the winner?
Well, you can watch a live stream of the bears.
So stupid.
And then you can vote for
your life is pretty sad right now.
You vote for your favorite fat bear via watching the live stream.
You know what I think you should do? Okay, I'd like to encourage you to do this. This is a great opportunity. It's a news story. You should have like a new page in which you bring them a news story every day, like a very serious news story about an animal.
Yeah. Or I'm just going to start with live coverage of the Fat Bear Contest.
and to bring you up to speed. And then like introduce. And in today's news, this squirrel
And in today's news, the squirrel that was my squirrel catcher for 3 days has finally been emancipated.
Like, I think you should do that. I think it would be hilarious. Like, I have nothing to live for, so
this is what I'm doing.
And there was a dog who had a different leash on today, but he had a real pep in his step.
The dog with 3 legs that I see walking around the park made 2 whole laps without actually getting in the buggy.
I think I've seen him there. That's a big ass buggy for him.
It is.
Yeah, no. See, we knew the same animals. It would, because if you said you did it in like your neighborhood, like there's a lot of us that share the same park in this neighborhood. You know, Lizzie and I are best friends, and we share the same park. And then a lot of our other friends live in the neighborhood. So if you said Lucky, the 3-legged dog with the big ass stroller, everybody would know. You should do that. You should give him nicknames.
I do need something to live for.
That should be it. Let's see. Where else?
Here's a highlight. Since I sound so miserable, I went to jury duty the other day.
Oh, yeah.
And I am the luckiest person in the world because there are four trials. The first 3 got called for people, and then the 4th one, that was going to be me. The judge comes out and he's like, my case pled. You guys get to go home. I'm like, fuck yeah. The lady next to me, she was like, you're so lucky. I actually have to leave. And I was like, well, good luck with that.
And then you came over.
And I came over.
And then you were lucky again because you got a present.
Uh-huh.
And what'd you get?
Oh, my God. I was so excited.
Yeah. It was so great. I will give you presents again. Better ones. All right, go on.
A pair of Lululemon Align 4-inch shorts in the Nomad color. So cute.
I had an extra pair, and I was like, oh, I know somebody who needs these. So leading up to it, maybe 2-3 days, I was like, you need to come over here. I have a legitimate surprise for you. Like, I have a surprise that we want. She's like, okay. So I'm like, sit down, close your eyes, put your hands down. Okay, can I open my eyes? In the bag. And then she pulls it out. She's like, fuck yeah. And she like pops it off, takes her pants off, throws it on. She's like, yes. And I was like, if this is what giving good gifts to like, I was like, I get it now. You're like, under a little like Disney breath, she was like, fuck yeah.
I was so surprised.
I know. I told you I had a good one. I had a good one for you. I'm not going to leave you. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's continue that ongoing update about my friend who's dating that.
Oh,
what have we called him in the past?
I don't know, the Viking
King. Okay. I just want to make sure that we're still calling him the Viking King.
Crazy eyes.
Crazy eyes. I'm getting legitimately concerned.
Mm-hmm.
But bright side, it's going to be a great book. It's going to be a great fucking book. I searched the internet. There's nothing to be found. Completely scrubbed.
Oh, of this person.
Mm-hmm. Because, let's see, where are we? Right now, they're about a month in.
Mm-hmm.
And to this point, they have never left the house to go on a date or like have dinner or drinks with friends.
Oh. They went out in public once, right? First date?
Never.
Where'd they go on their first date?
That is correct. They met, you're exactly right. Thank you. They met at like some type of restaurant.
Okay.
But that was the last time.
Oh.
So my friend said, well, there is this one thing. And I'm not doing a great job because I'm so... Okay, so I looked down and put my fingers in my mouth to keep my mouth shut and just to let her speak uninterrupted. She's like, well, there is this one thing, like we never like go out or enjoy the company of our mutual friends.
Yeah. And why? That's weird.
It's weird, but and then I was like, we kind of told you don't have sex so early on.
Mm-hmm.
Make them work for it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I really feel like having friends that don't know how to do and navigate this field of dating has really helped me to like pull my shit up and get it tight. Like the fact that I responded to a fucking
shirtless.
I was like, ew, get out of here. Gross. If I knew how to say ew, if I knew how to text ew, I would have.
EW.
EW.
Yo.
I never know that. And I was like, so I just said what the fuck instead. It was easier to do WTF. So what do we think about this? Besties, how do we feel about the fact that again, well,
being isolated.
She is being roped off and kind of, that like cut him away from the pack kind of thing.
Yeah.
My roommate suggested I find out where this campsite is.
Oh.
He's like, could you actually go there if you needed to? I said, no, I have no idea where that is.
Also, here's the other thing. You're looking for him on the internet and sounds so dumb. Okay, so you're Googling him and the name that pops up and the age that pops up is a different age than the previous 2 ages that he said that he was. So that's also very confusing. So maybe he's 10 years older than what he initially said.
Well, I don't know if you can remember, but before they had even met, her mutual friend, the one that set them up, was like, oh, he's 52. A couple dates into it, he's like, no, I'm 47. She's like, wait, what? Really? Because I thought I remember hearing 52. He's like, nope, I'm 47. So his name, like number, his age keeps changing. And then he didn't disclose that he had adult children.
Right.
And he keeps, oh, you know what it is? You know what's really getting me? In all of those murder mysteries, if you listen to the podcast, whatever, they're like, I'm special forces. I have intel with the U.S. government. I can't find it.
And that is when you know they're lying. Because if you're special forces,
you can't say that.
No.
Special forces can't say I'm in the special forces. There's a blip on he lived at Camp Pendleton, but I feel like that's maybe just the Army.
Yeah, that's just the Army.
Like basic training.
Yeah, I think so.
I can't find anything. Not high school. You can find like names associated with this person. He has moved around quite a bit. And then the charges. Because there was this little bit of a case.
A little bit of a gun case.
Where they were defending their property. And it was really, but you know what okay. So acquitted. So not guilty. Law enforcement approached the property in which he's defending his house. And whatever. The police didn't disclose their identity.
Right.
And so he was acquitted. But the charges are pretty,
they're pretty bad.
They're real bad.
Like very severe charges that if I knew someone who had those charges against them at one point, be like, ugh.
There's like 4 counts of child
endangerment, attempted murder.
Yeah.
Like that is, how many red flags do we need flying all around? I don't know. The fact, even though you're acquitted, I get it. Like, yes, okay, like in the eyes of the law, you are innocent, but
not to mine.
No, not to me.
Hey, let me read you. And there's a lot of aliases. Like his name can be spelled in okay. Where were they? 3 counts of attempted second-degree murder. 3 counts of attempted first-degree assault. 3rd-degree assault. Prohibited use of a weapon. 4 counts of child abuse and reckless endangerment.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I'm so in love with this person. Just want to play it.
We just love to play in the woods.
Oh my gosh. And they don't have a proper house. They have a yurt.
Yeah. Well, here's the deal. I don't think that she's going to change her mind about dating him anytime soon because there's so many things. There's so many outs that she could have right now as in like, well, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. The fact that now she knows that they're never going out in public, but she still is like, okay, I guess that's what we do. We just have to like keep tabs on her and try to like, it's a good thing that you go to yoga with her so that she has to come back to reality at some point and you can do that for her and reality check. Otherwise, other than that, it's just going to be, we have to watch her go through it.
Yeah. I'm going to reach out to her bestie and be like, I'm not gossiping, but please stay in touch and keep your eyes and ears on her at all times so we don't lose her. And that's it. Because I don't want my friend to think that we are conspiring behind her back. They're gossiping and stuff, but this is a legit reason to be concerned because again, I'm saying this. I want to be the one on TV when they're like, yeah, she lit up a room. She did in fact. And she was my best friend forever. No, but I do just want to bring attention to this. I'm not saying but you watch these shows and you listen to the podcast because we're all obsessed and you think, well, I would know the clues if they were there. No one is acknowledging that all of the clues are there, all of the flags. And I'm like, is no one else seeing this? I just think we're not doing anything.
Right.
I don't know what we should be doing other than just staying in touch with her. But he could with the election, this is how, if he abducted her.
This is how it would go down.
How would it go down?
Well, regardless of who wins,
Yeah.
they're going to take cover because they're going to be like, there's going to be riots, there's going to be violence, et cetera, et cetera. He's probably some underground bunker somewhere. So that's where they'll end up.
Yeah. He's going to be like, babe, I have intel through the government. So I can't understand. Are you against the government or are you for the government? Like, it's just, I don't know. Because would you be happy even if like Trump, okay, well, whatever about that. But I can see him saying, this is not a test. Get your to-go bag. We are on the run.
Yeah.
Don't tell anyone where we're going.
Right.
This is for your safety. You can make contact with your girls as soon as they get there. This is just for a short period of time.
Well, the thing about being isolated and having too much free time on your hands is that this can't happen to anyone, because I have a friend, patient of mine. She has been unemployed for quite a long time and she's been spending way too much time at home. She has now started prepping.
I would be a prepper.
Yeah. And she's like, now I have 40 meals of like non-perishable items in my cabinet. And my fiance is kind of like, what the fuck are you doing? But
she's getting married.
Yeah, she's getting married. And she's like, I know like there's probably not gonna be a riot, but like, you know, you just like hear these things on the news and then I'm like alone with my thoughts and then I think about this and think about that. And now she's
read a goddamn
prepper.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Although I like, you know where I like prepping?
But like it's such a 180 from who she is. That's just like, it? Oh yeah. No, she is like not a prepper at heart. She is just like straight edge, like
I'm not either, but I like the idea of having supplies and going into a pantry where I have everything.
Yeah.
I like that. That is very, like, you organize it and they're all little soldiers in a row. And here's my duct tape.
Oh, you know how, like, I never have food in my house?
Yeah. Now you do?
No. But I think I know why. Because at my parents' house, their pantry is so freaking messy. And there's, like, food everywhere. And there's, like, stuff everywhere. There's always, like, a bunch of stuff. And, like, nothing in there I think is edible. Because I just feel like it's been sitting there for too long.
I think you don't eat so you could stay skinny. Because if it's not there, you can't eat it.
Well, touche.
What are you going to do with that food anyways? It's just going to spoil it. And you don't really eat anything that can last longer than 7 days outside of the refrigerator. No, it's not like you're eating like cereal.
No.
Or anything else that comes in a bag or a box or like that puts in the cabinet.
No, but I did have 3 bites of crumble cookie today.
I bet you did.
I was like, I enjoy crumble. Fuck off, everyone. I'll eat it.
You think you're having a bad day? That poor fucker.
I know.
I love that I performed.
I'm so happy. Just to circle back around to the beginning. I'm so happy everything went as it did because I just didn't know how it was gonna go.
How did you think it was gonna go?
I thought you were gonna be like entertain him, be like, oh hey, like what's up?
Like I'm gonna do the heavy lifting. Ew.
I know, but just the fact that like we were kind of shitting on him like the whole time.
I didn't know. We hadn't talked all day. We didn't even text. Yeah. And out of nowhere, I was like, in a goddamn stocked photo of you holding your junk. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, I think today's life lesson is like, first of all, don't have a stock photo of, you know, be creative. Or at least have multiple stock photos. And don't send it to like the same friend group if you're going to have stock photo. Break it up a little bit.
Right?
And number 2,
did you
anyone
not
be isolated and be a prepper?
Oh, well, yes, anyone could be isolated and a prepper.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And number 3, go vote for your favorite fat bear.
I could be in the running. I'd be 118.
All right, so that's how we
over already.
Yes,
Oh man!
Thank you so much for tuning in to the Honestly Show, and make sure you follow us at the Honestly Show on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, wherever you get your podcast. Give us 5 stars about how hilarious we are. We'll see
what
you
are you doing
time.
with dick pics? Bye.
Disclaimer. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. The stories and statements expressed herein are experiences and opinions. They may not represent the views of the production studio or the hosts. If you disagree with our content, that's okay. No podcast is perfect for everyone.